for your family's comfort. Brought to you by Rude and Modern Heating and Plumbing.
Hello and welcome to this edition of For Your Family's Comfort, brought to you by Modern Heating and Plumbing and by Rude Heating and Air Conditioning Products.
Well, it kind of looks like we're standing in a closet, and we kind of are. We're standing in a utility room space, mechanical room space, and today we're going to talk about water heaters, specifically gas water heaters.
That's right, and specifically the difference between tank type water heaters, which are the kind of conventional water heater that everybody's used to, compared to a tankless water heater.
I guess we'll start with the fact that this happens to be a tank style water heater, and you want to explain a few components of it?
Sure. Basically, when we talk about tank type water heaters, we have a tank full of water, and we have a gas valve down on the bottom where the combustion takes place, and then up here towards the top of the water heater we're connected to a chimney. We have a vent system, and that is where the biggest loss of heat energy comes from, is through this venting system.
And why do these tank water heaters, like a gas one, have to be vented?
Because they're burning gas. So there's a combustion process, so whether you're burning gas in your water heater or you're burning gas in your furnace, it has to be vented or connected to a chimney of some sort to get rid of those noxious products of combustion, like carbon monoxide and those types of things. Okay, so since we have, with our tank water heater, we have this chimney, there is an uninsulated metal tube running all the way from the bottom all the way up through the middle of this water heater, right below this chimney, and that is not insulated like the rest of the tank or the rest of the water heater. So there's a lot of heat loss, and there's a lot of loss of those BTUs going through that chimney and up the vent to your chimney, through the vent system, so we're losing it.
So consequently lower efficiencies, huh?
Lowering efficiencies and increasing operating costs. Okay. On the other hand, with a tankless water heater, we don't have this tube going right up through the water heater, and we don't have this big volume of water, in this case 50 gallons of water, we're trying to maintain the temperature with. We only have the small amount of water, and the combustion process only happens when we're using water, only when there's water flowing through the unit.
All right, should we take a quick little walk over here and look at the tankless then?
Absolutely. And you can see with the tankless heater, there's a huge difference in size. It's much, much smaller than the tank type, and we don't have any combustion process underneath here. We don't have this big chimney tube going right up through the middle of it.
Well, so how is this one vented then?
It is vented on the top here with an exhaust and an intake, so that we're not using air from our house that's flowing up through the water heater and taking all that precious heat out the chimney.
So even though this is a, what do they call, a combustion tankless? Is that what they refer to this one as?
This is a condensing tankless water heater. Very efficient. This unit is 98% efficient, as opposed to something 80% or much, much less in the case of a tank.
Okay, so even though this is tankless, it still has to be vented because it is burning gas.
It's still burning gas, that's right.
Okay.
So next, one of the next shows, we're going to talk about the actual features and benefits of this tankless water heater opposed to the tank type water heater.
We'll see you next week.